If there is one word to describe Semarang city, it's diverse. And symbols of that diversity echoes in multiple sides of the city. Today, we take a tour of the great capital of Central Java to dive into its spiritual icons, national heritage, and what's a Indonesia episode without local signature tastes. So come see the beauty only on See Indonesia.
See Indonesia.
Acculturation have made Semarang particularly unique. Since Semarang appeared on the map over 450 years ago, its most iconic religious landmarks have been largely influenced by several groups. This includes European colonialists, the Javanese majority, and the Chinese diaspora. Take the Central Java Grand Mosque with this audacious Middle Eastern style. Look closely though, and you'll see that the main structure features a uniquely Javanese high roof design.
Seeing a typical Javanese joglo top with a dome that is a mosque is for me like culturally and spiritually coming home. Wow! Look at that! That is so exquisite! You know, you could just say that you went to China for this shot. No one's gonna doubt you.
Enter Buddhagaya Watugong Monastery, Semarang's largest Buddhist center. The Avalokiteshvara Pagoda trumps the landscape. Completed in 2005, this 45-meter structure stands to honor the Guan Yin goddess.
Oh, wow! This festive interior really raises the spirit of love, compassion, and hope. Worshippers come in to ask the blessings from the goddess of Guan Yin for many things like a son, a daughter, and as this symbol shows, the lotus, love. So if you haven't got a love story already, maybe this is somewhere to start.
And when you wander around downtown Semarang, there's one religious landmark that you can't miss.
There's one spiritual center that begs my curiosity. Enter Semarang's Forbidden City.
Well, it's not quite forbidden, but you can see how it resembles the imperial city in China. This is Sampokong Temple, and one name echoes on these walls. His name is so prominent, it rings throughout the whole city as well. Zhong He, a Chinese admiral from the Ming Dynasty who was revered for his expeditionary treasure fleet and trade missions across the western seas.
That is a grand monument for a grand leader.
It was early 1400s when Zhong He and his fleet of 300 ships and 30,000 soldiers sailed through the Java Sea.
Yes, sir.
His second-in-command, Wang Jingong, fell critically ill. So Zhong He brought the entire fleet to port at Semarang. As Wang Jingong recovered, he stayed and established the Sampokong Temple in Zhong He's name, continuing his teachings of Islam. That's right, Zhong He was a Muslim, as he always had been before being taken by Ming soldiers from his Mongol family. Textbooks have mentioned Zhong He's influence in the Islamic kingdom of Demak and the Wali Songo, the 9 revered Muslim leaders of Java. Today, this 3.2-hectare complex stands as a legacy of Zhong He's journey. It's called Sampokong, after Zhong He's birth name of Sanbao Dong.
Whoa. Everything about this place projects massiveness and the grand voyages of Admiral Zhong He, and just everything about this just makes you feel bewildered and small because of these epic voyages. Like the guys that are making the faces when they see Zhong He right there, it's the face I'm making when I see this temple.
He perished during his last voyage in the Indian Ocean. But since official records of his journeys were destroyed, speculations are still in the air.
Some actually believe that Jong He is buried right here in Semarang. But we don't really know. Where is he?
There are at least 5 temples of worship at Sampokong. It's a temple of worship for the Taoist faithful as well as Confucianism. Although Muslims are welcome to pay their respects to Jong He and his second-in-command Wang Jingong, who is buried right here. Major renovations throughout the years have led to the grand temple that we see today. In the spirit of Jong He's quest for peace, it's a home for all religions and ethnicities and the pride of Semarang.
Usually in Indonesia, we take souvenirs home, but today we'll leave a souvenir here. I hope Semarang gives us their blessings.
What's the most recognizable icon of Javanese heritage, which is also a national symbol worn worldwide? You guessed it, the batik. Batik is an art with deep Javanese origins. It first emerged in the 18th century from Kraton Yogyakarta. The word batik is actually more a verb than a noun. History says that it came from ambatik, which is Javanese for writing dots, in this case, a form of wax dyeing. Which brings us here.
Wow. Sewu ya, Bu. I'm getting stimulation in all my senses because of these vibrant colors and these complex designs. Look at them. You know, I grew up with batik since I was a kid, but every time I see one, it still amazes me how sophisticated they are.
We present you one of Semarang's renowned batik workshop, Batik Semarang 16. They make a unique type of batik distinct to Semarang.
Kalau Semarang kan udah agak modern ya, motif kota-kota Semarang gitu.
Meet Ibu Welas, the woman in charge of every single batik produced right here. Semarang is not actually a center for batik, but in 2003, artisans in the workshop started to create their own style of their hometown batik and took cues from the city's heritage. That's how it differs from other batiks, but everything else is standard convention, according to the tradition. Basically, there are 2 techniques of making batik. First, the authentic batik tulis, where the dye-resistant wax is drawn manually on the cloth.
Itu ya semuanya sulit Pak. Itu kan harus membentukkan sesuai gambar. Harus umpama lengkung-lengkung ya harus pas.
This detailed process is what drives up its value, as one piece of cloth measuring 2.5 meters can take anywhere from a week to a month to finish. And more important than just skill is patience.
Enggak, nanti seninya nggak ada, nih, asal jadi. Pikirannya kalau nggak fokus juga nanti nggak bagus jadinya.
And then there's batik cap or printed batik. It's made using hand-made stamps. Making a stamp is an art of its own. Metal is shaped into place and then forged, which might take an entire week to finish.
Oh, wow! This is a gallery with more than 300 designs of batik stamps, all handmade, and they are so detailed and complex. And the thing about batik is you are free to design anything you want, including like this one. This is Simpang Lima, an icon of Semarang city. I like that. And there's this one. That's the Emmanuel Church at Old Town. And you can even make designs like a childlike drawing. Like these airplanes. Isn't that lovely?
They can make more than a dozen printed batiks in a day, which can still be further combined with handwritten batik. Alright, let's go through the process of making one.
Only this time, I'm gonna go through the process as well because they open classes for visitors like me. We have here Ibu Welas who's going to teach me how to do this.
First, draw the patterns on the cloth.
If you've got A's in art class, you'll nail this right on. Not bad, right? It's a handkerchief, by the way. And now it's time to apply the wax, which is going to cover before we dye it. You take the the wind. You take the canting and apply it to our drawing. Ini benar, Bu? Kayak gini. Tumpah-tumpah, Bu. Don't think I'm doing a very good job, but they're telling me it's okay. Let's see what happens. It's not as easy as they make it look.
And then comes dyeing.
Right, and this is the second part where it really soaks up the color. And then you would do it over again to get the colors to really stand out. Okay, needs a good wash. Okay, here we are. That looks all right. Okay, and now we put it in boiling water to get rid of the wax. Okay, the last wash, and then we'll see how they turn out. You ready? There it is. Oh, that's not that bad.
The parts covered by the wax remain white. If the design requires multiple tones, then it's back to step 1. Apply the wax, dye, and repeat. Throughout the years, the Batik Workshop has racked up a multitude of collection.
So this Batik Workshop is known for using natural coloring, and you get colors like these. There are soft tone, but very deep. And then these are the synthetic colors, which are very bright. But they'll all look really beautiful. Let's try them.
Batik shirts like these will set you back 200 to 300,000 rupiah or 14 to 20 US dollars. While those with the natural dyes would cost above 1 million rupiah or around 70 US dollars. Meanwhile, high-end silk cloths would be valued more than 10 million rupiah or around 700 US dollars. Although my own batik is far from decent, it's something that I will always cherish.
Wow! Fishy! smoky and very juicy. You know where I'm going with this. You're looking at a Semarang special that you must try. Boy, it's fishy here.
Semarang has long been renowned for its variety of coastal delicacies. To find one, you can visit the Smoking Village. And I do mean that literally, as many residents of this village specialize in curing fish by smoking.
Kalau menurut aku sih enaknya dibakar kayak gini, Mas. Kalau digoreng kayaknya ikan ini nggak mungkin, karena ikan ini khusus ikan bakaran.
We present you Bandar Harjo, Semarang's largest fish smoking central, which produces one specialty, mangut. Mangut dates back as far as the 19th century in Java and can be made using a variety of fish. Bandar Harjo, however, specializes in smoking the manyung or deep sea catfish.
Udah enak, udah gurih.
Shops started to emerge around the coast in the 70s. The municipal government then centralized them right here, right along the Semarang River, after seeing their potential. Today, up to 25 shops line up this road, and you'll easily spot them from their chimneys. Alright, let's walk you through it. The shop comes to life as early as 7 a.m. Deep sea catfish are shipped from Probolinggo and Jakarta in a frozen state. This is among the larger factories in the area, processing an average of 700 to 800 kilograms of fish every day. Men start the day by cutting off the fins and the heads out of the fish, while the stomach is open to clean out the insides. The bulk of the meat are then cut into squares and pricked with wooden sticks to prevent them from flaking off. Meanwhile, fish heads are dried under the sun to vaporize moisture, as they will smoke better the drier they are. Now it's time to get smoky.
Sini kan pakainya tempurung kelapa ya. Nah, itu mungkin bedanya di situ. Jadi mungkin berminyak, terus aromanya itu kayak gimana, sedap gitu loh.
Fire is controlled simply by using water to prevent chars. And in they go. No thermometer, no timer, just instinct.
Nggak ada temperaturnya. Kita lihat aja, nanti kalau udah kuning, kita angkat, kita balik. Nah, itu seterusnya. Kalau udah matang, kita taruh di sini.
Through observation, I can say that she let it smoke for 15 to 20 minutes before they are fully cooked.
Would you look at that? From the smokers straight to your dish. This is one of the things that you can cook it into. Oh my lord, that is huge. Wow.
From here on, most are driven straight to local markets like Kobong Market, which is just 15 minutes away. Or it's up for grabs for anyone who wants to come and get some distinctively flavorful smoky scent right home. A mangut head goes for 30,000 rupiah or around $2 per kilo, while the meat goes for 60,000 rupiah or around $4 per kilo. But they're not the most valuable parts of the manyung, not even close. It's actually these. They're called chatak or swim bladders. They are exported as far away as Korea and Japan as savory soup ingredients. They can fetch up to 300,000 rupiah or $21 per kilo. Back to the mangut. Fish smokers themselves say that it can be improvised and included in any dish. One of Semarang's favorite is a broth consisting of mangut manyung head, doused in coconut milk, spices, and loads of chili.
There's no way I'm eating all that. Let's get a small piece of it. Ah, that fat. Okay, let's try it. Oh wow, that smokiness. And it's very juicy. Remember, this isn't an easy fish to cook, but it got rid of all that fishy smell, and with all that spices, oh, it is very tasty.
What a delicacy!
Wow.
Although you might want to bring a change of clothes if you're planning to see the fish smokers, unless you want that smoky scent to stay around all day. And that ends our cultural journey around Semarang. A city teeming with spiritual roots, diverse ethnicities, and priceless heritage.
Wow, that smokiness.